Alrighty, I think we're ready to go. We've got a bit of a taxi today. We're going to head down to the other edge of the airport and take off in the direction we're facing. So, all set to go?
All good to go.
So you'll get a bit of a scenic flight on the way out. Big wave. There's a helicopter. There's two helicopters now. I think they've got an event or something over near the Crown Plaza today.
Yeah, I was speaking to the girl there at Hungerford Hill, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Tango's wide base. What about gliding around here, Jamie? Is it where are all the gliders at?
My son's starting to get into gliding actually, but he goes out to Singleton.
Yeah, prior to here we were living in Bathurst. And,
yeah, lots of Bathurst, yeah. Yeah, there's a big gliding community in Bathurst.
Certainly is. It's fairly busy on the weekend.
Yep. They have one out at the RAF base, a gliding club, but it's sort of on again, off again, and it's kind of lost a bit of support for it. So, but it's still out there. It's got a hangar and a tow plane.
And India Tango's on long final. Will you be hopping off on one of the taxiways when you get on there?
So did you join the Air Force straight out of school?
Yeah, 17, went to the Defence Academy for 3 years, got a degree there, and then went to flight training after that.
What was the degree in?
Computer science and maths, I did my degree in, which is interesting because I still struggle to teach my son year 12 maths, year 11 maths at the moment, because they seem to have changed the way they teach everything.
They do. I've tried to teach my 10-year-old long division as it's changed.
Oh, look, don't get me started on long division. That was the first thing that I stumbled over. And he's just like, Dad, they don't teach it this way. I'm like, well, they should. There we go, got the jet there on final, so you're right.
Yep, all good.
Yeah, it's different. Like, I just do the tutorials with him now on his iPad. I'm like, okay. And computer science, you know, I did that back in the early 90s, so that's all different. I tell people what I did the computer science stuff in, and they just look at me with a blank look, like, what's that? Off he goes. That one didn't work out for him, so I think we'll be able to squeeze him next. So if you want, you can close your canopy up. Cool. If that opens in flight, it's no big deal. We'll actually get you to open it on the way back because it's good for aircon.
Oscar Oscar 3 to west 1,300. We'll be tracking eastbound, overflying the threshold for a landing half mile of the east Crown Plaza. Traffic Cessnock.
Traffic Cessnock, helicopter Lima Lima Golf, Robinson 44s through the west 1,500 inbound, understand Cessnock.
Cessnock traffic, Yankee Alpha Uniform, Yak lining up departing runway 35 with crossing traffic in sight. Alrighty, so we've got the jet to avoid there, we'll just go straight ahead. And probably some helicopters, but I should be able to see those once they get airborne. So I'll just do a quick run up and then we'll be ready to go. You all set?
Good to go.
I'll just give it a run up, do some engine tests. That all looks really good. Okay.
Helicopter there.
Here we go, all set.
Downwind for 3 times.
Yeah, cheers, Mark, got you there. Sorry, I didn't be on the downwind.
What's takeoff speed?
Right, Jake.
We'll get airborne around 160 kilometres an hour. So there's 150 and there's 160.
Yeah, I've just on the base, on my 35. And got you there, Jake. Traffic, helicopter, Oscar Oscar's overhead, 17 threshold, on descent. Through 800, got the aircraft departing, 35 visual, and we'll be on descent for landing half mile of the traffic Cessnock.
Traffic Cessnock, yeah, India, Oscar Tango, Lima Lima Golf. Mate, we're finals on 35, we're parallel.
Alright, we're up. So we've got the jet on finals there and a couple of helicopters below us, but they'll be well seen now.
Traffic, helicopter, uniform, Tango Golf, becoming airborne the Vintage. 3 mile north of the aerodrome, we'll be on climb to 1,500 initially, local zoning flight west of the aerodrome. Cessnock. Morning. Hey buddy. 3,000 up to 5 minutes.
Traffic Cessnock, Yankee Alpha Uniform, overhead the field at 1,500. Will be for aerobatics and operations up to 5 miles west of the field, not above.
no
Yeah, it's a good day. You can see all the way to the coast pretty much off the left wingtip there.
The traffic lead to Kilo Tango.
It's a beautiful part of the world here.
Westerly departure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So have you been here local your whole life?
No, I grew up in Perth and joined the Air Force, went over to Canberra and then sort of bounced around Australia a fair bit.
Golf is airborne from the
Settled here in 2004 and then went to the US for 6 years, came back in 2010 and have been here ever since.
Was the 6 years at deployment over there for a while?
No, it was an overseas posting to test fly the aircraft I now teach on that was getting built at the time. Yeah, it's not too bad today. The bumps, I thought it might be a bit bumpy with the westerly, but what we'll do is we'll zip down there and do some low flying down that ridge, and then we'll sort of work our way back up to the north. We'll see how the bumps go, and if it's too bumpy, we'll just climb up again. Happy with that?
Yeah, sounds great.
Cool, alright, we'll do a wing over into the low flying, so we sort of clear the turn, make sure there's nothing below us, roll it over, check again, down we go. About 300 kilometres an hour in airspeed.
Certainly doesn't feel that fast, does it?
No, it doesn't at this altitude, unfortunately. Only when you're really low do you actually sort of get that sensation of speed. And we're limited to 500 feet above the ground, just, you know, by the law.
So these aircraft are used primarily as trainers?
Yeah, so basic trainers from people that, you know, mainly Russian and former Soviet Republic states, before they went on to the jets, which is the same as the jet that we just saw flying. They used to use the same type of jet there for advanced jet training. So this was sort of a basic trainer to people that really, pilots that had really never flown before. And it's really good for that, like it's really robust, so it could take a hard landing and a bit of a beating.
And Cessna traffic, helicopter uniform Tango Golf. We're flying to 2000 now. We're overhead Riddell, 3.5 west. We'll be tracking parallel road for the aerodrome, overflying at 2000 traffic Cessna.
Have you been to Bistro Molyneux before?
Where was that, sorry?
It's called Bistro Molyneux. It's a French bistro that's just down here on the right.
No, I haven't. I'm just admiring the size of the houses people
Yeah,
own here.
there's some pretty big houses here for sure. Yeah, the bistro's good. Actually, there it is. I found it. It's just off the right wingtip. You can see there's four red brick buildings around a cream sort of coloured building. Directly off to our right, you can see all the vineyards around there. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. I've just got some friends that are going there later today. I went a few months ago and it was really good.
So a good meal.
Oh, very nice, yeah.
They have a good view too.
Yep, their dining room kind of opens up, facing sort of off to the right wingtip there in that direction. Yeah, I don't think they've really started their lunchtime rush yet. Usually that car park's full.
Cessna traffic, helicopter uniform Tango Golf. Just approaching overhead the field at 2000. We'll be tracking northbound, and in 30 seconds we'll be on descent from 2000 for the vintage 3 mile north of the aerodrome traffic.
Cool, we'll track up here, just sort of parallel the ridge line, and then once we get up to the north part, we'll start our climb and look to get some altitude, but just enjoy the scenery for the next couple of minutes. Enjoy all those big houses. Look at that one off the right there with all the solar panels.
Look at the size of that.
That's huge. I have no idea what it is either. I'll have to do my research.
Would nearly have to be a cellar door, wouldn't it, that size?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Some sort of commercial outlet.
Romeo November X-ray is turning base 26 for a touch and go. Maitland.
My son actually, he's 10, he's in Air League. He's actually in the simulator in town today flying the 737.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I know the guys who run that. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm beating him though.
Alright, yeah, definitely. You get the real thing.
He absolutely loves flying. He just wants to join the Air Force to be a pilot.
Oh, nice job. Yeah, it's a good career. I really enjoyed my career. It was fantastic. I was trying to get my kids into it, but, you know, being what Dad does, it's hard to convince kids to do that.
Yeah, I'm just living vicariously through him.
Yeah, good stuff. Have you heard of Hunter Valley Gardens?
Yes, yeah, been there a fair bit with
so that's just off to the right there. You can see there's a lake sort of off to the right. There's two lakes. There's one on the left and the right of the road. It's on the right-hand side of the road, and it's got a little sort of Ferris wheel there.
Oh, yes, got it.
Yeah, it looks like they've got something on today.
Actually, I played golf at the Vintage yesterday. I'm trying to find where that is.
Oh, the Vintage?
Yeah.
Did you say? Yeah, that's just off to the left in that direction.
Oh, yeah, I see it straight ahead there.
Yep. Yeah, I do some, I fly helicopters as well. We do some scenic flights out of there sometimes. It's a nice spot, the Vintage.
My golf yesterday was very ordinary though.
It's better than my golf. My golf is a joke. People go, let's go play some golf. I'm like, you really don't want to, but okay. At the end they go, yeah, you're right.
A beautiful walk spoiled by a little white ball.
Have you heard of Frisbee golf?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah, I saw a guy playing that in Perth when I was over there visiting my dad, and that seems like the same. You're chasing a Frisbee around 18 holes.
It always amazes me when you fly, how many people have swimming pools?
Yeah, that's what my daughter says. She just counts them. So there's the Vintage just off the right wingtip there. You can see the golf course. There's a helicopter just coming into land, just off to the right. Nice white one.
Oh yeah, okay.
We'll zip back over, hit the field and get a little bit more altitude and start talking some aerobatics if you're happy.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. That's our traffic. Yankee Alpha Uniform Yak-52 is 3 miles to the north, climbing through 3,000 for aerobatics over the field. Cool, so like we spoke about, aerobatics, the first one we'll do basically is just a roll, so you won't feel any G with that. It's just basically rolling around the axis. But after that, we'll do a loop and a stall turn and so forth. You will feel like you're getting pushed down into your seat. Just concentrate on looking out the front. Try not to look down. Sometimes your head can drop down. And if you need more ventilation or you want a little bit more air, just let me know and I can definitely open my window up a little bit in the front.
All right, thanks, Jamie.
So, as I said, the first thing we'll look at is a roll. There's the airport over there, so I'll just head over just a little bit more so your dad and daughter might be able to see us. Yeah, so you'll feel me pitch the nose up, I'll stop and I'll just go 3, 2, 1 and I'll just spin it around once, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, just relax and enjoy. So you sort of feel a little bit of G there as I pull the nose up, but not too much. Okay, and here we go in 3, 2, 1 and rolling. Bit of sky, bit of ground, bit of sky again. Feeling okay?
Yeah, no, great.
Excellent. Well, the next one we'll do is a loop, so basically the complete opposite of a roll. So we'll be pitching up basically through the horizon. So just keep your neck nice and straight. You'll feel a little bit of G now.
Maitland traffic, Cessna Romeo.
There we go, coming over the top. Look straight up as we go.
Oh, wow.
Great view there of the ground.
There are 20 Yak
climb. It's good view, isn't it?
It's amazing, especially that upside down piece.
Yeah. We'll bring it around and get set up overhead the airport again and do another one. You can see the airport just off our right wingtip there.
Oh yes.
Yeah, how'd you find the G? Not too bad?
No, not too bad at all.
Yeah, that was about 3G, so that was about right for a loop. Next one we'll just do another loop, and then we'll go into a stall turn, which is basically like a loop, but I'll just stay straight up, and we'll just sort of feel yourself fall down a little bit as as gravity takes over.
Okay.
All right, all set?
Good to go.
Let's do it. So there's our speed. We're clear above. Here comes the G on. There's about 3G. As we get over, have a look up. There's the ground. You'll see the airport below us. There's a nice view of the runway.
Oh wow.
And I'll keep the loop going, and we'll basically go straight into the stall turn. So we go all the way up here, and then we stop as we're going straight up, and you'll feel really light. There we go. We weigh pretty much nothing now, and then basically use the rudders just to flick everything over, and you get that falling sensation. Happy to do another one of those?
That was excellent.
Yeah, let's try another one. Up we go, just like we're doing a loop. Stop it there, feel weightless. And use the rudders to fall down.
That is awesome.
It's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I may have to get a pilot license. Nice way to spend the Saturday morning.
Oh, I reckon. There's definitely worse places to be. Bring it around to the left again. We've got a thing called a barrel roll, which you may have heard of before. Barrel rolls are like a combination of rolling and looping. So we kind of start like we're going to roll, but we kind of loop at the same time. I'll demonstrate one if you're ready.
I am.
Yep, so up we go. We basically start like a loop, and when we get to around here, we start rolling as well. And the idea is that we come 90 degrees off our initial path as we go wings over the horizon, like that. And then basically keep on going. We roll out basically in the same direction we started with. And we'll go up and do another stall turn. See if I can get this one to fall a little bit more. There we go. That's a great feeling, isn't it?
It is, just looking at the speed, you know, down to 20 knots.
Yeah, that's it. We're pretty much just falling straight backwards as we do that. Having fun?
Oh, loving it.
Have you done any flying before of any type?
No, not particularly. I've been in small aircraft, but no, not particularly.
Well, put your right hand on the stick, and I'll just run you through, and you can do a couple of turns. So just, you'll see basically where the horizon is, and if I gently pull back, you see the horizon goes below the nose, and that's our climbing attitude. And obviously, if I push the stick forward very lightly, you'll see the horizon goes down or up in the windshield. That's our descending attitude. So around about here is around our straight and level. So I'll take my hands off and just concentrate on keeping that horizon where it is. So you've got it.
Wonderful.
So that's our straight and level attitude. Now if you move the stick slightly to the left, that'll start a bank. That's it. Hold it around there and just sort of hold the picture there. And now just pull back just a little bit because the nose drops as we climb, as we turn. That's it. One to the right if you want. That's good. That's all you. That's it. Take that horizon, so that's good. Try a steeper turn to the left if you like.
It's a lot more sensitive than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a really sensitive aeroplane to fly. You do use the full deflection of the controls when you do aerobatics, but for normal flying, you can literally just sort of fly it with one finger. That's good.
Cessna traffic, Oscar, hit and go. 4,200 feet.
That's good. Which of the aerobatics did you like the most?
700 feet. Inbound.
How about a barrel roll? Okay, I got it. We'll go over, we'll do a couple of barrel rolls and end with a loop. What do you think?
Sounds great.
Yeah, it's nice. I could just stay up here all day.
Good place to be.
Yeah. Alrighty, there's our speed. We've got good altitude. Here we come.
Romeo November X-ray is turning base 26 for a touch and go.
All the way up, rolling. A bit more G now coming on for the loop.
Traffic helicopter Whiskey Tango Tango is just become airborne approximately half mile to the north west of field on climb 1,300 for a local flight to the east west of field. Cessna.
Feeling good still?
Yeah, no, great.
Excellent. So we're just to the north of the field. I'm just going to find out what traffic's there so we can sort of slot our way in. It's just off our right wingtip. And I'm going to bring the power back just so we can start cooling the engine down.
So where's the temperature?
Just off the right wingtip is the airport.
Our station calling at Cessna. This is off India Tango. Just wondering what runway you're actually using.
Runway 35.
Oscar Tango, thank you.
Cool, there's a helicopter out there somewhere. Not really sure where it is, but we'll see if we can pick that up visually. Cessna traffic, Yak-58 Alpha uniform 2 miles to the northeast, descent passing 2,000, be joining downwind from runway 35. Yeah, so there's the Crown Plaza, and they've got the airport just off to the left.
Oh yeah.
And we'll basically do this direction and do a 90-degree turn, and we get set up on what's called downwind, which sets us up for landing.
So that's landing with the wind behind us.
Yeah, so we will land into wind most of the time. So the windsock's kind of crosswind at the moment. You can see the windsock is like a circular oval-shaped thing in the middle of the runway, just on the grass.
Yep.
Well, you can
Helicopter Whiskey Tango Tango approximately 3 miles to the west of field, 1,300 on descent tracking for a landing approximately half a mile to the north west of field. Cessna.
You can open your canopy back down, either the first detent or all the way back. It's up to you, and just enjoy the view on the way down.
Yeah, I might get a little bit of air in here.
No worries, go for it. Cessna traffic, Yankee Alpha uniform left base 35, Cessna full stop.
Helicopter Whiskey Tango Tango, approximately 1 mile to the southwest of the field, descending through 800, tracking parallel runway 35 for a landing approximately half a mile to the northwest of the field. Cessna.
Beautiful.
Here we are. Hope you enjoyed that.
That goes down on the bucket list ticked off.
Nice. Yeah, it'll. I'm sure it'll look good in the vid. So I'll get my mate to package it all up, and he'll send me the link. I'll send it on to you. Definitely, it captures the aerobatics really well. The GoPro.